In our first episode, we built this entrance plaza. And in episode 2, we built this parking lot. And after all this time, I think we're finally ready for what's beyond these arches. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 episodes, we're finally starting our theme park. And I've got to say, we got a lot of land to use. I mean, honestly, you could probably fit the entirety of Disneyland on this plot of land. And if you want to see this channel grow along with this park, be sure to subscribe and throw a like on this video. And with all that in mind, let's get started. And just like that, we have a main street and a couple of buildings as well. This took a little bit of time, but I wanted to get it right. It's really hard getting these pathings right and everything, but all in all, it's starting to look pretty decent. This is modeled off of California Adventure at Disneyland, or Disney's California Adventure, I should say. It's the park right across from Disneyland. I'm kind of picking and pulling from that whole main street area. It's not, obviously, I'm not replicating it at all. I'm just trying to grab inspiration from it, and you're going to kind of see that throughout. So these are our 3 buildings that I decided to start off with, and we're kind of going to build off the rest of them just using these 3. So I'm not sure what these buildings are going to be yet. They're probably just going to be models. There's not going to be anything to buy in them, but usually gift shops and stuff like that kind of have this kind of look, especially at Disney's California Adventure. They take these buildings as facades, and then they have their shops running right through them. We're not going to do that with ours because our parks are going to be a little bit smaller scale, but it's still going to be on the pricier side. Like, they have funding, obviously. So it's a 1920s architectural style, just like California Adventure. And this main street's going to lead somewhere a little bit similar in a direction, but it's going to have a different route. Pathing as well was kind of challenging, but we got it in the end. I wanted to have this like checkerboard feel of the pavements with different colors. I tried doing it throughout, but it just didn't really look that good. So I'm trying to keep it cohesive when we get to down here. But right here, I think it just blends well with the rest of it. I'm going to move this padding forward too. That is the benefit of Planet Coaster 2. I think I shouldn't spend too much more time here. Let's just hop into the next part. And when you look at that, we have some more buildings coming. So we boxed it off just like California Adventure does with this kind of area. I wanted a little bit more open of a plaza over here. Didn't want it to directly go straight down the street. So I used this building as reference. It's a little market on the corner. And then on these buildings, I actually took from some local spots that I've been seeing, just near me. It was kind of challenging to do with this building, but this is just like, I don't even know what they call it, roof trim pieces, and we made a little star out of them. I saw a building near me that looked exactly like this, and I was like, I gotta replicate that. It just fits so well. And then we have a little nice spire building with some open air concepts going through it, and then we also have this, I don't even know, I just kind of meshed this one together while I was building, and I thought it came out pretty well. I really like the depth that this staircase adds here. It kind of also matches the one on its other side, its little counterpart. And then we have some more tile / brick. It's kind of hard to see. It's so dark right over here in this corner going here. I'm not sure if I want to keep it here or move it somewhere else because I'm not a big fan of how this is going with this gate. This was taken from another mission. I forgot the name of this mission. But I took some liberties, obviously, and made it look a lot nicer than it would be. So this is going to be, I'm going to add a gate here, but I might also move it as well. I'm not totally sold on it. But I do like the look of it. I just don't think it should be in that spot in the end. And then last but not least, we actually added 2 more buildings over here. They're obviously not done, just like these ones aren't done either. None of these are done, really. But at least these buildings have some backing to them. This is going to be our main gift store right here. I know that for a fact. It's got the most windows, most wide open. It's going to be the easiest for people to go through. And I'm not sure if this is going to be an open building or not. I'm keeping it closed as of now. Added some windows and some curtains. And then I really like this door right here. It totally looks like just an open door. Or, I mean, not an open door, but like a double door with handles. We use these little cloud pieces. I really enjoyed those. And then we have some more tiles down here as well. And some more reoccurring colors over here as well. Also kept the scale pretty strongly across all of the buildings. As you can see, like, no, if anything, I actually made the buildings a little bit smaller than I should have, or at least the doors and the windows, but I think it matches the scale pretty well when you look at other theme park plazas. So I'm going to do another jump cut here, and stick around because I'm telling you, the end result will be worth it. All right, we'll see you soon. Holy Toledo, Batman. I don't even know where to begin because there's so much that's happened. My brain is just fried. As you can see, a lot's changed from our last update, and I don't think anything's gonna stay the same either as well. So you're gonna see a lot of changes coming here in the next couple updates. But let's just go with what we see first. Okay, so flagpole. Yeah, we don't have flags in this game, so this is a fake American flag. But yeah, this theme park is set in the United States of America, the greatest country in the USA. Oh man, that's a Judah Freelander comedy bit. So we have our flagpole. It's very, very California Adventure. A lot smaller than what they have it as, but I do really, really like this. So we got some nice like river rock looking cobblestone in the middle. And then we have our planters on the left and the right. I felt like trees were very needed, and they still are very needed throughout this main street. And then we got some benches going, and then our flagpole. This took a lot longer than I thought it should have taken, but all in all, I think it looks good. These curb pieces and making them small looks like string that's holding up the flag. At this building that I built, I was going to put it at the end of this. It's not staying here. I can promise you it's not staying here. This needs to get connected somehow, and this is not the way it's going to be connected. But I will say on this side, I'm really pleased with. So we moved this building from where it was over here and, pushed it over here, added these walls that I took from also California Adventure, I believe, as reference. Moved them. I think they actually look pretty great. We're going to have to add some more foliage and some more details around here to make it look, I keep saying cohesive, but make it like it's all put together and nice and tidy. This is our locker building right here. So I took this from the workshop. I need to start putting the workshop items in the description. If I remember, or if someone wants to remind me, I will definitely do that. Just comment down below and we'll figure this out together. I also moved this building away from here and shifted it. It added a nice little corner building over here. I do need to add the backings to this, but these curtains are so awesome because you still have these glass panes and they connect it so well that like you add depth behind it. Maybe one day I'll get rid of some of the curtains or move them back to add more details, but right now I'm just totally okay with it because it looks more realistic that way. Nothing with the corner building yet, and nothing with this side, but we did move our entire main street backwards a little bit and fed it into our main entrance. So it does look more put together, I would say, at the end of the day. And I'm also loving the colors. They're more pastel than they were before. I lightened them up a little bit. This one's a little too bright. I'm not really sold on the blue on this building either. It's kind of driving me insane, actually, which is probably why it's not staying there. I feel like I've ranted too long for this one, so let's just hop into maybe the last one. Maybe there's one more after that. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Okay, so we have a connection to our main plaza now. These buildings have kind of just coherently started fading into the plaza, and I'm really digging it. So a lot more details, obviously, a lot more greenery, and some more buildings too. Let's start at the end of the main street over here. As you can kind of see that we added these borders on the side of the street, and I think it diffuses the entire, going from yellow to black, adding the gray, kind of just, takes care of it all in a way. And it also allows a nice curb-esque style with being able to add the lampposts here. And we also added benches and greenery, some trees, and these awesome trash bins that we've had before, but these are different. But it's the same creator. We moved this building from over here to over here, and then added a gate over here, and then I also added a gate here. Obviously, there's a height restriction here, but that shouldn't be a problem if we have a gate open here. That doesn't. And then we also have our restrooms over here. So I wanted our restrooms to be kind of separate, but at the same time, kind of open to everybody. So we added this tarped area with hedges, and that way everyone can use it. I threw a churro cart from the workshop over here. I'm really digging it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one. I might build my own, but I do really like this one. Oh my god, it's 438 pieces. Maybe not. Maybe I won't keep this one. I think I can build one for smaller pieces, but I do love it. It's very lovely. And then I love the mini churros that they have. It's great. You can tell that I'm really excited to show this off, but at the same time, I'm really tired. So, been doing this a little bit too long. We added some backings to each of the buildings, which is really great. You can kind of see the shapes, or the shape of the main street and what we're going for here. This theater, whole different color. I think it was blue before. Now it's kind of a whitish tan. We didn't really add too many other details other than some lettering. I started trying out some lettering here. So we got a sword, an anvil, and a shield. And here, I feel like that's a cool little thing. I don't think you'd be able to actually buy these in the park, but I think it'd be a cool little detail just to throw stuff like that. Maybe we'll throw some surfboards and some windows or something like that too. I think it would make it look cool. I want to do one more update, and then we'll do a little walkthrough. So stay with me. After 2 long weeks, I grabbed buildings from different theme parks, real parks in the real world, cities, places, meshed them all together, put it in my brain, and my fingers pushed out this, and I could not be more delighted, guys. This is my blood, sweat, and tears. It took a long time, and I'm so happy that I don't have to touch this area for a very long time, because I did enough where I'm comfortable with it, and I don't have to really touch it until our final updates when we're done with this park. So I want to treat this as if we're taking a tour through this park for the first time. So let's just go through. So let's say we scan our ticket through, and we were greeted with this flagpole in the middle and these buildings on the left and the right, with these also big old planters as well. I wanted these planters to be a little bit larger at the front of the park, kind of guide people towards the street rather than sticking right in front. So hopefully that pushes it. We have our restrooms to the left and our information to the right, and we'll probably add a first aid building around here somewhere. Not sure where. We have the lockers to your right as well, and then our main gift shop, which is a Just a Momento. Clearly stolen right from DCA, and I'm not mad about it. I think this is a cool little style that we have here. I took these off the workshop. I don't know who made them, I'm going to be honest. But I appreciate whoever saved me some time there, because I was getting a headache just building some of these buildings, man. Added some more curtains around here, added the trash cans, added some plaza points, I copy and pasted these water fountains as well. I really like them. Added some more signage, Cordova & Co. I don't know if we covered that last time or not, but it's here. Tiny little surfboards in this building. We still all have Stringfellows Antiques, and now we have minis, gifts, and more gifts. Added some more lampposts across. Added some more details as well. This building right here, I didn't know what to do with it. People can't really walk through it, so I added a little gates and some joint points, and I just added a lot of greenery to it. Could be a little greenery shop or something, I don't know, but I think it's kind of cozy. That's one of my favorites on the plaza. And then to the theater, we also added a little plaza area as well. I wanted to put some planters here, but I also wanted to not feel crowded, so I kind of just left it a little barren. I'm sure it would overflow with people in real life. So as you're walking down, this is our main hub. This is our main building. So I took this kind of inspiration from Balboa Park and their domed cathedrals that they have there. So this is going to be kind of like our entrance portal. So this is going to send you off to different lands, different roller coasters, things like that. We'll have signs on these little bridges that we built here. This was also a great opportunity to add some more greenery. So we threw some fencing in and some flowers and some different trees. And all in all, I think it came out pretty well. I didn't want people to feel forced to walk through this, so we made it a little bit open on the sides. But your main draw is obviously going to be to walk straight through it, which I do want people to do. So hopefully in the future we'll add some like stars or something to this dome, because I think it'll look cool as like a little planetarium or something like that as you walk through it. Tell a story, you know. I mean, all in all, like, this is going to be the thing that's kind of transporting you to the next area. So it would be cool to like kind of, I don't know, build a solar system or something like that, as if you're going through space to get to the next place. This is probably the most also piece intensive thing that we have here, despite it being smaller than the rest of the ones I built. But I feel like it's a good anchor point for the rest of the park. So I wouldn't say there's going to be 4 areas. I would rather say there's 2 areas per portal that we kind of built here. But as we build the park, obviously we're going to understand where our time and commitment's going to go. So I'm going to leave that up to future me. But it's all connected, guys. We have a front, main street, and central hub to the park. We don't really have to worry about that anymore. We built that all in this episode, and I could not be more happy with it. The park's slowly starting to come together, and we finally have something beyond these arches up front, and they're looking pretty cool. I'm excited. Like, there's going to be a cool atmosphere walking through this main street, and I like that it's not a clone of DCA, but it's also its own thing as well. But it captures that 1920s California, Southern California, I should say. So in the next episode, I promise you, we will begin adding some rides to this park. I will not post an episode until we do. And comment what you guys want to see first. I'm interested to see what you guys would picture in this theme park. Remember, I'm going for like a Knott's Berry Farm theme as far as roller coasters, or just like a highly level themed roller coaster, but not Disney level. So that's a little sweet spot, you know. But I do want to tell some stories with some dark rides and stuff like that too. So we're gonna find a fine balance between it all. I want to enjoy this game and have fun, but I also don't want to slave over it, you know. So with that, I wanted to thank you guys. I want you to remember to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this episode. And we're going to send some cinematics your way. And yeah, I appreciate you watching Mountain. All right, guys. Take care.